The IRS estimated that many Americans saved money under the Trump tax bill. But did you really? Put in the comment section after this video and tell me if you actually saved money. Let's get to it.
The IRS did a study and revealed just how much the Trump tax reform have saved everyday Americans. They estimate tens of millions of filers have saved thousands of dollars because of the reform law, savings that are now at risk if they fail to extend the tax cuts and, of course, add things like no tax on tips and Social Security. But look at these numbers, guys.
Yeah, the tax cuts expire at the end of the year, and these were implemented in Trump's first term. So from 2018 to 2024, if you made 50 to 75,000, you saved 6,300. If you made 75 to 100,000, you saved 8,300. If you made 100 to 200, you saved 13,500.
That would be nice. Yes. Oh, okay. Over 6 years that you saved $6,300, which adds up to about $1,050 per year average if you're making between $50,000 and $75,000. Cool. That's good. That's very, very good. But it's a lot of sneaky things that they don't talk about. They don't talk about how your withholding off your W-2 has actually been lowered or a lower percentage than previous years. And when it comes time for you to file your taxes, you end up owing taxes. That's not something that's going to be talked about. But let's continue hearing what they got to say.
So this that money goes into the economy in theory.
But don't you think releasing data like this goes against everything what the mainstream media as well as a lot of the progressives are saying, which is the tax cut was only for the rich? When you look at the numbers, that's just not true. But and American people felt that.
One of the things that I was looking forward to so much was the decrease in the corporate tax rate, because you don't want to demand. You don't want to demand that companies come back. We don't do that. Yeah. But we want to make it a place where you can tell your shareholders it's in our interest to bring our country back manufacturing here. Now for tariffs, and number two, because it's now at 21%, and it was the highest. Now it's right in the middle. He wants to drop it to 15% to incentivize people coming back.
We do not need a race to the bottom when it comes down to corporate taxes. What we need is corporations to pay their fair share without having all the legal mumbo jumbo gymnastics that they can use to get out of paying corporate taxes.
But why does Ireland have so many pharmaceuticals? They knocked it down to virtually zero. Yeah. So now it makes sense to bring your company to Ireland. Right. And actually, I was listening to Rob Lowe the other day. They shoot his show, The Floor, in Ireland because there's so many tax breaks to bring companies there and to bring production there.
Well, and this goes to the point that you were, I think, making as well.
The pandemic, and it stopped everything.
Exactly. But there's also some talk on the Capitol Hill, and I hope the Republicans don't get behind this, of not giving the corporate tax rate quite a cut this go around. So some people in the administration have said that's not true, that this is the early stages, but that can't happen. That was a campaign promise that everybody was, including the businesses. And you got to balance it out with these tariffs as well. Some of these companies are going to be hit hard.
The companies are not going to be hit hard. We, the American people, are going to be hit hard. I don't understand why these people really love to lie to us. We are going to have to absorb the cost. The company will go ahead and pay to get those products in, but as soon as they put those products on the shelf, a product that was once, let's say, $150, we're gonna say, whoa, why did it jump up to $250 or $300? They're gonna say tariffs. They're gonna say Uncle Trump, Uncle J.D. Vance. They're gonna say Fox News. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just put it up there and hope to God that you're dumb enough to just buy it.
In these first couple of years, you got to give them a break.
And some of these states give breaks to companies. Hey, you come to my state.
Happens all the time.
Yeah, exactly. No taxes. Or if you come to my state, fewer taxes than most companies, to try to get these big businesses to move into their areas.
That's why certain people, even network anchors, move to Florida.
Of course.
Because the zero tax rate. I don't know anybody in particular, but I'm just saying generic.
How about all of prime time?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Every single person on the rundown except for Jesse, and he can't because he has the 5.
The average American did not ask for tariffs on goods that lots of times they barely can afford. They did not ask for higher prices on groceries. What they asked for was Uncle Trump to lower the price of things or goods that they can be able to thrive in this country. Right now, it has been close to 3 months that Trump has been in office, and we have seen a lot of chaos. The American people are growing weary. Yes, you can say short-term pain for long-term gain, but a lot of Americans could barely weather the storm short-term. And if the tax cuts get renewed, we might see future pain because of all the shenanigans that they're trying to put in. Tariffs is not going to work. It's going to hurt the American people. And one thing I know about the government, once something comes in that they can make more money off you, they're going to keep it. They are going to keep it. Just like with this tax bill, where it hurts a lot of Americans who started working after 2019 with the foolishness of the W-4. You have a lot of Americans who they are having less withholding from their paychecks, and at the end of the year, they're caused to owe money in taxes. I've seen it a lot. A lot of my friends and family members have told me this, and it's so crazy. But only time will tell. If you feel that what Uncle Trump is doing is right, cool, more power to you. If you feel that what he's doing is wrong and needs to be changed, or the course needs to change, let me know in the comment section. I would greatly like to hear from you, because these are conversations that Americans must have, because if we don't have them and we don't fix them, we're going to be in a world of trouble.